It is Brady Heaton, who's a few days removed from a pretty incredible come-from-behind victory in the UFC Apex. Man, you've had a couple days. Talk to me, Brady. How are you feeling about that? Have you watched it back? What are your thoughts on the fight?
Yeah, I've watched it back a few times. It's not the fight I was anticipating, but I am happy I got the finish and I came out with the win.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so listen, you're down 2-0 going to that third round. Now, personally, I was there watching. I thought maybe 1-1 going into that third. I wasn't sure, but it turns out you're down two. I guess what was your mindset? I mean, as you said, not the fight you were anticipating. So, what's the discussion? What's the mindset going into that third round?
Well, I'm in the same boat as you. I thought I won the first. I mean, I outlanded him, I think 3-1. The only thing that he had in that first round was that pressure that he was kind of pushing me around the cage, but I was kind of using that to set up kicks and stuff. But definitely not the second round. He definitely beat me in that second round. I don't think it was a 10-8. I saw that on a judge's scorecard. But going into that third round, I was like, I just got to make sure I put a stamp on this third round. I thought it was 1-1, so I was like, I got to make sure I get this first round and I got to win. My coach had mentioned to me, he's like, when you get on top, I don't want you going for any submissions because that's how I fell off in the second. So he's like, when you get on top, I just want you to beat him up on top. And that's what I did. And, it ended up being how I finished him.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. The advice was spot on. Talk to me about that finish, right? It was to be honest with you, I had no issue with the stoppage, right? I saw some people saying, well, the shots weren't really landing flush, but they were nonstop and he wasn't moving, and the referee is saying, you gotta move, you gotta move, you gotta move, and you gotta move in those situations. So I guess in your mind, as that was happening, what were your thoughts? And did you think, okay, the finish is about to happen right now?
Yeah, so first, I don't think it was a bad stoppage either. I mean, I wish that he would have let it go 10 seconds, so then I would have 10 more chances. That he was stuck, and if anyone saw him after the finish, he didn't know where he was. He was stumbling around the cage. He was dizzy. He was having trouble. So I think it was a great stoppage, and I have no issue with it. But I do see those comments, and I'm like, I don't think these guys must have been on Dana, so they're just a little salty.
Well, you make two good points. Number one, he did stumble around afterwards, and so I think that's always a good indicator that the stoppage was good. But that's just the bottom line. If you're in that position, the ref says move, you got to move. I mean, it's just that simple. You got to react to what the referee is saying. If
Yeah.
you don't, it stops. So afterwards, you celebrate. You get to have a great moment with your family. I was actually sitting behind your family. I wasn't on press row for this one, so I saw it all unfold. Pretty cool moment. I guess what
Nice.
I wanted to know is, like, how much during the fight are you aware of, like, where your family is and their involvement? Because they're screaming for you, they're trying to support. Do you hear that? Do you only hear your coaches? Like, what's it like in that environment?
It's like there's little snippets that I remember, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but literally they were across the cage from me in the arena. So when I was standing there getting ready to go out there and fight, I look over and I see my mom, my girlfriend, my strength and conditioning coach, my brother, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is real. I can't lose in front of these people. And then it got really real after that second round because I was all bloody and stuff. And I look over and everyone's just kind of sitting there quiet, except my strength conditioning coach. He's like, you got to go. Like, he's just like, let's go, let's go. And I'm like, okay, we got to go. So in this situation, it was motivating and it helped a lot. But yeah, it's definitely nerve wracking, especially, I want them to be there. I want them to experience all that stuff. But I'm like, dude, I can't lose in front of these people, especially live, the people that I care about most.
It's wild. It was such a reminder to me. I mean, obviously, I've been around the sport for a long time, but man, when you're around people's friends and family, and they're the nerves that they're on, it's man, it's such a reminder of how intense this is, and it's so cool that you got to share that moment with them afterwards.
Oh yeah, I'm so blessed. Next fight, I'm gonna make it a little less nerve wracking for them. So I'm gonna go out there, get another finish, but we'll make it a little bit more one sided so they don't have to stress.
I love that. I love it. All right, so you got to celebrate in the Apex, and then I guess you decided I'm going to stay out in Vegas for a little bit. You got a birthday to celebrate as well. Talk to you
Yeah.
what this week is like.
Yeah, I'm turning 24 on Sunday, so I'm gonna celebrate it out here with my girlfriend. We're gonna go eat a lot of food. I think we're already 3 buffets deep, so I'm probably weighing like 185 right about now. Having a good time. Yeah, it's been great. I'm pretty blessed.
Okay, so the longer you stay there, the less this June 10th date in Vancouver has a chance of happening.
I'll eat all the food this week, and then I'll go fast for 3 days, and then we'll be good. We'll be good.
You'll
But
be all.
I'm still looking forward. I still want to get on that Vancouver card for sure.
Vancouver, I'm imagining just it's so close to home. Is that why that's the spot that makes sense for you?
For sure. Yeah, like I said, I want my family to come out and experience this. I want all my friends and my community to be able to drive out because it's only like 4 hours from my home. So I know all my friends, all my family, everyone that knows me from Spokane would drive out to Vancouver and be able to experience me and get another win in the UFC Octagon.
Yeah, it really does make sense. And why Christian Rodriguez? Why was that the fight that makes sense for you?
I like the matchup. I think I'm super confident. I'm confident I can beat anyone, but I'm definitely confident I can beat Christian. He has a lot of attention around him just because he beat such a big name in Rosa. We're both younger. I think he's like 26, so I think it just makes sense. And I like the matchup. I like the attention that the fight would get.
I love the fact, by the way, that you're like you just beat up a high schooler, bro. You're barely out of high school yourself. What are you talking about?
Hey, I know, but I thought it'd be kind of funny, and it worked out.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Any feedback? Have you gotten any word? Is like, hey, is this even a possibility? Or hey, kick rocks. We'll call you later, kid, and tell you what's going on. If they give you an indication.
Nothing yet. I think they do a lot of their like planning on Tuesdays, so that's today. So hopefully I'll hear back later today, tomorrow, Thursday. But I'm definitely gonna hound my manager and make sure that we get this thing going.
I love it. Well, on paper, man, that's a fantastic matchup. I mean, two, as you said, young guys that really look like they have a bright future in the sport. So that'd be a phenomenal one. And for you, I hope it happens in Vancouver because you have your friends and family there. So in the meantime, I guess anything on the radar to get done this week in Vegas other than just buffets?
Dude, just buffets, get a little bit of some work done at the PI, but nothing really. I don't know. Do you got any suggestions? You come out to Vegas often?
I live in Vegas. I've been in Vegas since '08, so I might have to hook up with you and show you around. We'll hit all the spots.
Hey, let's do it. I'm down to try everything. Me and my girl we'll go experience Vegas with you.
I love it, brother. I love it. All right, brother. Well, hey, listen, I know you're busy, so enjoy your vacation. Thanks for taking the time. Congrats on a big comfort behind victory. For your family's sake, yeah, dominate next time so you don't have to put them through that. And hopefully we'll see you up in Vancouver.
Perfect. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me on.